Hey everybody, so I wanted to do another journal video blog here and just talk about what I've been up to lately and ask you guys what you guys are doing for your self-care. And if you really like my videos, please like and subscribe. Give me a comment, it really helps me to make more of these and see that people are interested, and encourages me to keep going with these and do more so you can help more people and talk about mental health and talk about spirituality and what it means to be grounded and centered in our hearts and bodies and minds, collectively, individually. I've been slowing down a lot and staying home more, taking some time off my peer support work to just really get grounded and focused. And I realized that I do create my own reality, which is beautiful. At first it was really scary because it was like, wow, now I have to dream my own dream. I can't just join the collective and believe what I'm told and expect others to create my reality for me and, wait around for some divine sign or person to come into my life, which happens, but it's more about finding out what's in me to come out. And I do that through these videos, and I do that through conversations with friends and helping people that reach out, and conversations with strangers on the bus and a grocery store clerk and friends and acquaintances and coworkers and members at the gym that I work at and stuff. So always having conversations and talking to God a lot in my prayers, saying, what do you want me to do? What are you telling me? And thanking for everything I have and everyone, and going over my list of what I love about my partner and thanking for that. And just watched The Shack last night. It was a very beautiful movie. Loved watching it with my partner. And I'm going to keep this video to 10 minutes because I'm getting tired and I need to walk my dog and have a bath with the medicine of the Sweet Dream essential oils and the Epsom salts. And I do the Zoom calls in my bathroom because I'm in a bachelor, and so if I do them out there, Luna loves to bark the whole time, so I come in here. Just make do with what you gotta do, right? And I always think about Avatar and the movie and how the guy always just video journals after his encounters with the Na'vi because he keeps him sane, and it's a way of kind of journaling what's going on, and then sharing it with the world, because there's always insights that I pick up on that I can share with other people, and we each have kind of that. And as people reach out to me for help, I have to take care of myself first. This is one of the ways I do that. And it's nice to know that I have something to teach in people that, kind of rely on me a little bit for guidance. But I want people to realize that the guidance is within their hearts, and they don't have to do anything I say or what I do, because we each have our own way of thinking and believing and our own set of values. And maybe I could be vegetarian and someone else could eat meat, and it's not about fighting like who's right and who's wrong anymore. It's just, how do I love you knowing that we don't agree, knowing that we think differently, because we have to allow for other people's own soul essence to come through. And if we were all the same, we'd be an army of ants and we wouldn't get anywhere. But if we all are unique and teach in our own way and learn to live and practice what we teach, that's my biggest thing. And as I'm doing my niacin and vitamin C and my ashwagandha, I just come down to being grounded again. And they have those videos like, this is your brain on drugs. Like, they should make one. This is my brain on niacin. It's a B vitamin. I'm hoping I have enough battery to record this video because I cannot see there. And it's good. it's a good protocol for me for sure. And I went to the light cellar and did the High Vibe Herb Club, which was absolutely fantastic because I got to be around a bunch of other people that love plant medicine as much as I do. Talk about gift giving through making teas and stuff for people. And then I went grocery shopping and got a lot of nourishing food. And the better I eat, the better I feel. It's amazing how if I miss eating a vegetable or fruit for one day or not enough protein or water, I can't function. But when I get what I need, I feel whole again. And it's the best feeling in the world. I can get so high on herbs and not even have to be legally high because I don't do drugs and I don't do marijuana anymore or mushrooms or anything like that anymore. I just do plant medicines like ashwagandha and reishi and chaga and ginkgo and essential oils and protein powder with hemp and good organic food. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm so nourished. So blessed. And I'm just feeling like blissed out all day, and now I'm beginning to feel really tired, and the bliss is turning into anxiety because I'm like, okay, it's that time of day to walk my dog and go to bed and have a bath. But yeah, it's good to have the feelings of bliss return and realize that, you know, when you take care of yourself, good things happen and good feelings. And being able to meditate and send myself Reiki every day and put my hand, and you don't even need to have your Reiki certificate to do this. And you can put your hand on your heart wherever you need the healing, you know, and just with love and intention, call the divine in through you. Ask the angels for help, and God, guide me. Help me be an open channel of peace and love and light. And it just pours through you. Then you merge with the divine, and God is within us, and we are within God, and nothing can separate us unless we choose to deny the love that is here for us. And it's so simple. I do this guided meditation my friend sent me every morning, and it's changing my entire life. And if you want to know what it is, send a comment and I'll share it with you guys. I got my amethyst necklace that I lost for months. I was trying to visualize getting another one, and then as soon as I did that, my friend ended up showing up with one on their neck, exactly the same, and I was like, oh, I manifested it for her, but not me. But then I found mine shortly after vacuuming. And it was kind of cool. So many beautiful tattoos working at the gym, and scary ones too, but just symbolic of, you know, little messages I pick up all the time of hope. And I'll see some wear a shirt. We're cool. I love when people wear shirts with slogans on them, like Trevor, my partner, does. Like, he wears ones about self-discipline and reaching your highest potential. That's why he works out so hard and is totally dedicated to his music and craft and his full-time job, and me and Luna Pup. So blessed. And we want to have a kid together at some point, so trying to get grounded to be like, get to bed on time, maximize my nutrition and self-care. And from that state of peace, things will flow to me. And I just visualize being on the beach with the kids and him, and it's warm out, and I hear the sound of the ocean, and the kids are laughing and running around, and Trevor's just holding me. And I feel the feelings of gratitude and bliss. And it's on my vision board. And I watched the fatherhood movie about a man whose wife dies after birth, and he raises the kids so beautifully despite all of the trauma and the pain. the anger. And I watched The Shack last night, and it was such a beautiful movie about God and how God is not always what we think. We think God is man or female or wrathful or like a bad parent because God doesn't intervene. And the movie teaches no, sin is its own punishment. God doesn't punish us. God loves all children, no matter what they do, and wants the best and doesn't want to condemn anybody. But evil is real too, unfortunately, or fortunately. And we always have a choice, and we have free will, and we get to choose God. We get to choose love. Love is God, and God is love. So choose love, peace, reconciliation, and truth amongst family, friends, all whom we did wrong. And we can say I'm sorry by simply closing our eyes and saying, Ho'oponopono, thank you. I love you, forgive me, I'm sorry. And I do that over and over to myself, to those I've hurt, to those I want to reconcile, to those who have hurt me, because they too were once a child, an innocent child calling out to be loved. And when people act in anger and violence, it's just a call for love. It's like a kid throwing a temper tantrum because he can't have a chocolate bar at the store. Would you want to punish that kid and tell them that they are wrong and bad? Or would you want to pick them up and say, hey, it's okay, you don't need a chocolate bar to be happy. You don't need the newest toy. You got toys at home. Mommy loves you. You're safe. You don't have to cry. You don't have to throw a tantrum. And I wrote a really beautiful song about it when my niece was little because he was such a good kid, and the song came to me and I started singing it, and it's perfect for kids. And I've been watching podcasts on conscious parenting and on Gaia, Purple Herb there, and the song goes, you're happy when you're happy and you're sad when you're sad, and I love you even when you're mad, 'cause you feel what you feel and it's all okay, 'cause I love you and it's a beautiful day. Kids should be allowed to get angry. What kind of parent tells their kid that they can't be angry? No, go stand in the corner. You are not allowed to be angry. You're not allowed to have a voice. You're not allowed to express your feelings like that. And yes, it's important to set boundaries and to teach kids that anger is not the way, but really what they need in that moment is to know that they're safe and loved. And we need to know it's okay to feel angry. It's okay. Anger is a beautiful thing because it shows us the injustice in the world. It helps us to rise up united against injustice. It motivates us to become better and to find solutions and to help. Anger is valuable. It is beautiful. And in the shack, Sarah Wind Breath, she collects the tears to nourish the gardens, to grow the flowers. And tears are so beautiful and healing. And I cry a lot. And when I cry, it's tears of sadness mixed with tears of relief, tears of anger mixed with tears of gratitude. And I love that we can cry. It's human. It is human. And we shouldn't be ashamed, and we shouldn't have to hide it. For years as a teenager, I was suicidal, and I told no one. And my friend at school saw the scars on my wrist from self-harm, and I said, it's from a cat. And then they excused myself and went to the washroom, and nobody knew. And I finally called the kids' help phone one day, and I called my mom back. But why do we shame people for being sad? Why do we shame ourselves for being sad, saying I shouldn't feel this, I have no right to feel it? Crying won't help, we say. But when we allow the tears and we see them and meet them with gratitude for the fact that we are human, for the fact that we see into the future and we want better. When you watch a movie and you cry because something sad happens, or maybe you cry because something beautiful happens, it's like the waters from heaven when it rains and washes the grounds clean and prepares the soil and prepares us for nourishment, because when the sky falls rain on the mountains and snow, it runs down the mountain into our rivers, coming to our town. Calgary has one of the cleanest waters in all of Canada because we get waters from the mountain flowing through the river to our city, and then Edmonton gets our sewer water and their drinking taps. And yes, they recycle sewer water to drink and they fill it with chemicals to clean it, which is beautiful because then enough people have water. But the pure source is the spring, and I don't go there anymore, but we used to go every month, and we would bring all our water bottles and our giant jugs and fill it with spring water. It was the most beautiful water on the planet. But even sewer water is beautiful because it nourishes us and we need it. Just make sure it's filtered first. So even the chemicals that clean it that are toxic, they're poison, but they're medicine. And so maybe, in the shack, they're gardening and there's a poison root. And Mackenzie goes, why would you put poison in your garden? That's evil. She goes, when you mix the poison with this root, it becomes medicine. And that's how life is. We have illnesses and sickness. Then we have plant medicine to heal the sickness. It's all a divine perfect plan. But when we become separate from the plan, when we make our own plan and our will, not thy will, then we disconnect, because we need purpose. We need to live, to give. We need to receive and take care. But if we don't give to the greater good, we become disconnected. If we don't feel we have worth here, if we don't feel what we do matters here, then we become sad and disconnected. And it's okay to be sad if it motivates you to do better. But if your sadness takes you over and you give up because you think you have no worth, you have to find your worth. You have to find something or somebody to give to. And do not give from an empty cup. We give from a full cup. Because then we teach others to drink and give from a full cup too. It is not selfish. It is beautiful. And you fly on a plane and the oxygen mask come out, God forbid. You must put yours on first, or you will die and you cannot help anybody else. But if you put your mask on first, then you can put someone else's mask on and somebody else. Then you help from a full cup. Then you can breathe and you can give life. Because we aren't here to take. We're here to give, and receive in balance. We must give some and take some at the same time. We must ask for help sometimes. And when people come to us and ask us for help, we can, if we do it from a place of, I am full. $20, 10 minutes overtime. That's all I got because I'm running out of ideas. So I'll go find some more inspiration in the world and come back here and share it with you guys. And remember, if what I say doesn't resonate, don't listen to it. And if it does and you want to try something new, go for it. But look within and ask yourself, what is my lesson here? Where do I need to be, and who needs me most, and how do I help them? And it may be one person, and then one person may be you. And that's where you start. If you can help anybody else but you help yourself, you did your job. And once you help yourself enough, people will come to you and say, how did you do that? And you can tell them, well, I loved myself. I looked within. I said, what do I need most today? And you do it. Even if it's one action for 5 minutes. Even if it's giving yourself a hug and saying, I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And you can say that to everybody. You can say that to your dog and your mom, or your great ancestor that you never met, that still lives within you and around you. And you start to wake up and you start to think of all of the ancestors that loved and sacrificed so that you can be here. And even those that couldn't do what you can do now, because you have the opportunity to do something grand and valuable and beautiful. And the time is now, because there is no time to waste. Nobody is guaranteed one more day. You cannot wait and wait and wait for people to tell you what to do, because you know within you, inside of you, what to do. And now is the best time to do it. It's like the garden in the summer. First, you must dig out the roots so that there is space for the roots to grow for the good, nourishing food. You dig the weeds out, and some of them you put in the compost. And you turn the compost and it breaks down. And what was once a weed becomes medicine for the soil. And as it breaks down, the nutrients are released to go back in. And you take your banana peel and your apple core and you throw it in the compost. And over time it breaks down, because the old must go. And eventually you have soil and you hold it in your hand. And it's dark, rich, nourishing compost, and you put it back in the garden. So we have to let the old die. And if the old couldn't die, we would not make room for new people to come in, for babies. So death is a part of life, and we have to accept that. But we must do what we can to live long and healthy and thrive. And so before you plant your seeds, you pull the weeds out. And you make space for the new. And you don't get mad at the weeds for being there, because they have their place. And we pull all the dandelions for no reason, because we think they don't look beautiful. But the dandelions, they grow in the soil to put nutrients back in. And when the soil is not nourishing and not strong, there'll be more dandelions, because they have a purpose. And my tea bag, on my quote, on my tea bag, it says this: the difference between a weed and a flower is perception. Dandelion is one of the most nourishing plants in the garden. It is an elixir for the liver. It is a liver tonic. It detoxes the body. People, they make dandy blend, and it tastes like coffee with chicory root and barley. And it's really good for you. And so we can put things in the garden to nourish it. But the garden is like our minds and our bodies. And you can put things like clover in the garden, and you plant the seeds and it helps the carbon that otherwise gets released. It helps it stay in the soil. And so just remember, it takes a lot of time to plant a seed and to water it and to watch it grow. And if you stop watering it because you think that the roots are not growing, it will not grow unless it rains. But if you keep watering it just enough and not too much, and the sunlight comes, eventually you'll see a little sprout coming up. And eventually that sprout will grow into a plant. That's how each tree came from the tiniest little seed. And when you plant the seed within your soul of intention and your spiritual practice and your gifts and what you are learning, it takes time for it to grow, but you nourish it every day, and eventually you look back and you see the tiny seed has grown into a giant tree that produces beautiful fruit to feed and nourish. And you remember all of the work that it took to get there. And when you take a bite of the fruit, or the vegetable, or the leaf, or the seed, or the root, you remember where it came from, and all of the love and nourishment that you put into it, so that one day it will be good food. And that's how you bear good fruit in your life, in your spiritual practices, and your daily work. And that is your medicine. Because as you watch the plant grow, that is the medicine. You spend time in nature and you pull the weeds. To create space for what is good to grow. But you must learn what is a weed and what is food. And you can learn what plants grow good next to each other to help each other. And you can rotate your crops every year because the soil likes diversity. And that's how you create a good, nourishing soil and food. I love you guys. Take care. Thanks for listening. Let me know what your spiritual practice is. What feeds your soul? What did you like about this video? Thank you. Please, if you like my videos, I would really appreciate you hitting like and subscribe and leaving a comment. It will encourage me to do more of these. I love doing these for you guys, and it's an honor, and I'm grateful. And if you want to start your own podcast, I highly recommend it. It's very therapeutic for me to do these, and it really means a lot to me to know that people are watching and can get something out of these. So take care. Much love.